A Valentine's ghost. Mary's eyes opened wide as she saw the gift box on her table. She did not buy anything. Nobody knocked on her door. Who put it there? Subscribe to this YouTube channel. Her hands shook as she opened the box. Inside was a gold necklace with a heart-shaped pendant. She gasped. It was the same necklace she had wanted from a shop last week. But she never told anyone about it. She looked around her small room. The door was locked. The windows were closed. There was no card, no note, nothing to say who gave her the gift. Her phone rang. She jumped. It was Daniel, the man she had been seeing for some weeks. He was kind, gentle, and always seemed to know what she wanted. "Did you get my gift?" His voice was soft. Mary smiled. "Yes, but how did you know? I never told you about this necklace." There was silence on the line for a moment. Then Daniel laughed a little. "I just knew." Mary's heart felt warm. "That is sweet. But why didn't you leave a note?" "I wanted to surprise you," he said. "Meet me tonight at Rosewood Park. Let's have a real Valentine's date." Mary paused. Rosewood Park was far from the city. People said it was haunted. But Daniel had never taken her out before. She wanted to see him. "I'll be there," she said. A strange date. That night, Mary wore a red dress and a necklace. When she entered Rosewood Park, the air became very cold. She hugged herself. The place was too quiet. No people. No cars. Only the sound of leaves moving. She saw Daniel standing near a broken bench. He looked handsome, dressed in a black suit. His dark eyes shone in the dim light. "You came," he said, smiling. "Of course." She walked toward him. But something felt strange. When he held her hand, it was ice cold. Mary shivered. "You are freezing," she whispered. Daniel only smiled. "Let's sit." They talked for hours. Daniel told her how much he cared for her, how he had been waiting for this moment. His voice made her feel safe. Then Mary noticed something. The trees were moving, but there was no wind. The shadows around them seemed to dance. She looked down. There was a small puddle of water near Daniel's feet. She could see her reflection. But Daniel's reflection was not there. Her breath became fast. "Daniel," she said in a shaking voice. Who are you?" Daniel sighed. His eyes looked sad. "Mary, there is something I must tell you." The world around her felt slow. Daniel whispered, "I died 5 years ago." Mary could not breathe. She tried to pull her hand away, but Daniel did not let go. "You are lying," she said. "This is a joke, right?" Daniel looked down. "I wish it was." Suddenly, the necklace around her neck became very heavy. It felt like fire on her skin. She quickly pulled it off. At that moment, Daniel's face changed. His eyes became dark and empty. His skin became pale. The air howled like a storm. Mary took steps back. No, this is not real." Daniel moved closer. "I never wanted to scare you," he said. I loved you before I even met you." Tears filled Mary's eyes. "How? Why me?" "I was supposed to move on," Daniel said, "but one day, I saw you sitting by my grave. You were crying. I felt connected to you. And then, I found myself here, with you." Mary gasped. She remembered. Some years ago, she lost a friend. She had gone to the cemetery and sat by a grave, crying. Was it Daniel's grave? Her legs felt weak. "Daniel, what do you want from me?" "I don't know anymore," he whispered. "But I love you." Mary's heart hurt. He was so kind, so gentle. But he was not supposed to be here. Tears rolled down her cheeks. She whispered, "You have to go." Daniel's face twisted with pain. The wind grew louder, like a loud cry. Then, suddenly, everything became quiet. Mary blinked. Daniel was gone. The necklace lay on the ground, broken. A soft voice in the wind said, "I'll always love you." Mary picked up the necklace, holding it close to her chest. This Valentine's Day, she had loved the ghost. And she knew she would never love anyone the same way again.